Hi, it's Dallas McMillan here, and today I'm going to talk to you about the 10 reasons that entrepreneurial professionals fail. Now, as I said, I'm Dallas McMillan. I'm a strategic marketing consultant, and I specialize in developing, marketing, and selling high-value professional services. Now, I work a lot with professionals who are looking to build a high-value, scalable business, and I call these entrepreneurial professionals. They tend to be coaches, consultants, and other service professionals like doctors, lawyers, accountants, etc., who want to rethink the traditional idea of practice. They're just questioning whether, working for years for someone else or in their own business, building up a large practice is the only way to get the result they want. And I really first got interested in this 10 years ago when I was a partner at a large vet practice. I was really fortunate early in my career to buy into this vet clinic, and we had 20 staff, so we had a large team. That meant we had our own manager, but still, even though I'd sort of got very good at what I was doing, I'd become an expert, it was quite hard for me to grow my income and make a bigger difference doing what I love. So, for example, I could specialize, but that would mean taking time away from my business to do further study, a very large investment. And as a vet, we're not paid like doctors, the returns of doing that were actually pretty low. So I was thinking, well, how else can I do that? I knew I could do it by building up the business and the marketing, but it just struck me that the traditional practice model really limited us because people come in and buy the same thing from each vet regardless of their level of experience. And, I was already the fortunate recipient of buying into this traditional format of growing a large practice. And there were heaps of benefits. We took 13 weeks holiday a year. I had a great team. We had some wonderful inspired vets working for us and some terrific vet nurses, a dedicated practice manager and really friendly receptionists, like everything you need. But even though we had a practice manager in place, a lot of the headaches that I had at work were still around the business or being, sort of managing staff or dealing with HR or, office politics. And it really struck me, how could you grow your income without having this large edifice of a practice and a big team? Because there were real trade-offs and costs with having a large practice. For example, although we had a lot of staff, people would often still want to see me, particularly if I'd managed a case. So it meant if we were often sort of always on call, and even when you're on holidays, you're a little bit worried about what was happening. And as I said, we were taking 13 weeks holiday a year, and I often worked a 4-day week. So I had a pretty good lifestyle as it went, but it just made me think, if I was looking at starting my own practice, if I wasn't already a partner, would I want to do it? Is it worth it? And is there a better way? And what I see is that the most talented and passionate professionals, they actually want to make a difference doing what they love and getting paid well with it, rather than having to sacrifice their lifestyle or how they want to practice in order to build up the business. So often people don't like the style of practice they need to adapt to when they're looking to make it more commercial. So over the last 3 years, I've really focused on how to help professionals who are great at what they do increase their income and make a bigger impact doing what they love without having to build that large team. And I've seen that building a high-value, scalable business is the best way for coaches, consultants, and service professionals to increase their income, still make that difference doing what they love. But most people who try to do this fail because they end up not making enough money, or they're working too hard, or they end up not really liking the work like they thought they would. And all these count as failure to me. If you can't get the income you deserve, if you're working so hard that it's impacting your family life or your health, or if you're just not enjoying it, you may as well just stick to the 9 to 5. And I was very much like that. I had a very comfortable existence, and changing to a new model, it needs to work in order to make it worthwhile. So what I've seen is there's 10 common mistakes that people make that stop them achieving success. These 10 things cause them to fail when they try and scale their impact, income, and influence. Now, the first one is they often just thinking small or stuck in old ways of thinking. And I've got to tell you, you need to give yourself a mindset upgrade if you're looking at starting your own business full stop, but particularly one that's not the traditional style of business. If you want to rethink how business is done, you're going to need a significant mindset upgrade. The second one is people try and do it on their own, and I certainly fell into this myself. I spent years sort of trying to figure this out, or just learning online. But it was only when I started getting coaches or mentors, or working with people who'd already achieved what I want. I was actually sort of a little bit scared of people who'd already done what I wanted, and sort of felt I had to do it myself. It's kind of crazy, really. But so often I see the other people repeat the same mistakes. They're trying to do it on their own. And sort of be the lone wolf rather than following someone who's already done it. The third thing is a low performance environment. If the people around you, your colleagues, your friends, your family, don't really get what you're doing, don't really know how to step up, aren't trying to up their game and do this more exciting, bigger form of business, then you're constantly going to feel like you're on the wrong path, because we hate to sort of separate ourselves from the herd. People are deeply social creatures, and we rely on the people around us for emotional support, financial and practical help very often. If they don't get what you're trying to do, then it's easy just to think, look, you know what, why am I trying to be different to everyone else? I should just stick to doing what I know works, and back to the 9-to-5 job, or maybe just follow the traditional path of practice ownership. The fourth thing is they don't have a roadmap. They don't have a clear set of steps that will get them from where they are now to where they want to go. They know where they are now, they know where they want to go, but they don't know what comes in between. And having that roadmap, the right steps in the right order, is the difference between success and failure. Otherwise, you can be stuck for the years, or just going in the wrong path, or make very expensive mistakes. So you need that proven roadmap that's going to guide you on the way. The fifth thing is chasing shiny new things. So we've all made that mistake of sort of buying a course, and then a week or two later we're buying another course, or perhaps it's some new technology we think is going to change everything. And I'm now in the world of marketing and advertising, and I'll tell you that you've got to be promising that it's going to be easy and fast and high impact in order to sell it. So everything's sold that way, but it's not actually, that one little shiny new thing isn't going to change everything. So stop chasing shiny new things. You need to get serious, pick a path that's going to work, and stick to it. The sixth thing is that they're too comfortable. So they've sort of grown fat and happy in their current state, and most of us live pretty good lives, really. We don't have to worry about our health, or getting attacked by bandits, or physically working too hard unless we want to. We're all pretty comfortable, and in order to change, you're going to need to get uncomfortable. Change only happens outside your comfort zone, and the future you want, the exciting future you want, is going to seem very different to where you are now. And unless you welcome change, unless you're comfortable with change, or comfortable with discomfort, then you're not going to do what it takes to get there. The seventh thing is a lot of people don't think big enough. So that comes in two forms. Either they don't have inspiring enough goals that are going to put them in the right mindset and to take the action they need to get the results. But also, if their vision isn't big enough, it doesn't inspire people around them to come on board. So that means attracting team, maybe investors, clients, and other stakeholders who need to support you in order to get the results you want. If you've got a big, clear vision, then you're going to get the backing you want. You're going to be excited about it yourself. The eighth thing is that people are often reluctant to learn new things in technology. It amazes me how many people have come to me as a marketer and said, oh, gee, I want to achieve this result online, and yet they don't want to open a Facebook account. Like they're wanting to play a big game in the online marketing world, and they lack the very basic literacy to even understand the game they're playing. So you've got to be constantly open to learning new things. You need to guard your time as well, because it can become a full-time job just learning new things. But you're not going to be able to move forward in life these days without being open to learning new things. Often that means emptying your cup, letting go of what you think you know, in order to learn from someone who is trying to teach you what you need to get to the next level. The ninth mistake people make is they give up too soon. So it's so common that people they keep going until they're just starting to get traction, right when they're seeing early results, which are much less than what they're hoping for, and it's taken so long to get them, they end up very despondent, so they give up. And that's the difference between success and failure. There's no point going 90% of the way there. You have to see it through in order to have succeeded. And then the 10th thing is people often think about it. So rather than taking action, they ruminate on it, they discuss it, they talk about it, they sit down and plan it, they think of 5 different ways it can work, they worry about it, but they don't take action. You'll never have a guarantee of success. The only guarantee you can make is that if you don't take action, you'll fail. So you have to be prepared to take action and then follow through with it to make it right. All these things come down to acting in alignment with your goals. Get clear about where you want to go and take focused action aligned with your vision. That's the key to success. And if you start acting in alignment with your goals, you'll start moving toward where you want to go. So do you need some help with this? Do you want to build a high-value, scalable business? We're here to help. If you want to schedule a quick call with me or my team, we can work out what you need to do next to help you succeed. So we'll help you get clear and on track and identify anything that's holding you back, tell you the next thing that you need to do. So this will just be a quick call. It's not really a sales call or about our products. If there's some way that we can help you, we'll let you know, but also we will point you to other resources or actions you need to take, or refer you to other people who might be able to help you for where you're at. If it looks like you'd be a good match working with us in one of our programs, then we'll make another time to book that in with you and we can talk further. So schedule your call now. Click on the button or visit the link below to get started. And I look forward to hearing more about where you're at and the difference you want to make and the business that you're trying to create. And if I can help you on that path, that would be my honor. So click the button below. Look forward to talking to you. I'm Dallas from Influential, and I wish you success on your journey to creating a high-value, scalable business.